Alright, welcome back to the commercial city of Bows. We are beginning our bracer work here. So we've got a lot of jobs that we already took off the Bows board. We have to go see the mayor. And we still have that job to complete for Father Divine. Where's the Septian Church? It's in the bottom right corner. No problem. Excuse me. You're Father Holstein, right? Ho ho ho. Indeed I am, but how may I help you? This is for you. It's a letter from Father Divine in Relent. Ho ho ho. Is this for me? Thank you very much for delivering this. However, a letter from Father Divine could only mean... Oh yes, he's come up with a new formula. A new formula for what? Don't tell me you didn't know. Father Divine is a master of medicine known throughout Liberl for his skills in the healing arts. In fact, he was well known for this even back when he was at Grand Cell Cathedral. Really? Even after he took up his new post as a father in Relent, he has continued his research without fail. And when he discovers an effective medicine, he shares his knowledge with the rest of us. We bracers also use the medicine created by Father Divine on a daily basis. So in a way, we're being supported in our work from behind the scenes. I had no idea. It would have been nice if he had at least mentioned it to us. But it's just like him not to, since he never talks about himself. Ain't that the truth? Father Divine is very strict with himself. Whenever he admonishes someone, he is always admonishing himself as well. This is one attitude I think all young children these days should learn. Although it'd be a bit difficult for me to learn at this ripe age. Yeah, whatever. Well, how about we just try to work hard without overreaching ourselves? I appreciate you coming all the way up from Relent to deliver this letter today. O Adios, Goddess of the Firmament. Please protect these souls as you guide them in their daily lives. Alright, that's one job done. Please, Isla. This is my one and only chance. Not this again. Alright, so we have other jobs. We have a monster on the East Highway, which is where we just came from, yes? I wonder if it's possible to slay it on your way into town. I don't think I've ever done that before. Maybe it doesn't appear until you pick it off the board. I don't know. Let's try and find this thing. Now, usually, like in later Trails games, later games in this arc even, that becomes a non-issue. It actually becomes possible to slay a monster that's like a request monster before you know about the request. That is a thing that can happen. Though maybe that's not the case this early on. Maybe that's a second chapter thing. I can definitely name a couple of instances where that happens in the next game. My guess is this thing is going to be tucked away a little bit off the main highway. Also, I gotta keep in mind, just like that one that I slew over in the Relent region, gotta keep in mind that some of these monster designs that I'm looking at are incredibly underwhelming compared to what I've recently seen in second chapter. So a monster that might not look very special at first might actually be the quest monster, like was the case last time. Though I'm gonna guess that they're gonna make me backtrack a ways to find this one. Let's see. So I think Vert Bridge is the very next screen. So I would guess it's here somewhere. Oh, get off of me. It like clipped into my body there for a second. Oh, these monsters are dumb. There it is. Big scorpion guy. Fight me. I wonder if they do poison damage or something. Let's not find out. Oh, it actually survived that attack from Shara. Because I just realized I have not built Shara up. We got a new party member with us. And I have not once even touched her equipment or her Orbment. Whoops. Don't know what I was thinking. Well, it'd be a waste to stop now. But I guess I'll do it off camera between this one and the next. That's a bummer. But in the meantime, I can do this. I can improve her regular equipment. And let's see if we can get some decent accessories onto her. I would like something that probably gonna boost ATS if I can. Doesn't look like I can. Your range of accessories in this game is not what it is in future games. That's for sure. So yeah, whatever. If it's not good, I'll deal with it later. Most accessories in this game seem to be crafted for like status resist, you know, like things that prevent certain ailments. I put 2 work helmets on her. Just imagine Cheryl like wearing 2 yellow construction helmets on her head. She's fine. It's not like many enemies can do damage anyway. But at least now her physical attack should be roughly on par with Estelle and Joshua without any Orbment build on her. Also, if we take a look at her Orbment, look at that. She's got actually it's not that different from Joshua's. They're identical actually, just with the different requirements. I imagine, yeah, this one, the middle slot as well as that slot right there are wind only. I was expecting it to actually be one big line, but not this time. I would say, I think in 2nd chapter, her Orbment's a lot better. It's more attuned for getting high-level arts. Let's see, yeah, I'm going the right way. Alright, so that's one monster taken care of. This chapter also has our first hidden quest, which may be available right away. I'm not sure. There's also well, one job's going to take us completely in the opposite direction of the way we went, which is out to the west. Revenue Village. That's the chief there wanted someone to go slay a monster for him. So Revenue Village is out to the west of Bose, a little bit of a smaller town. There's also, right, the ingredient thing. This should be easy to knock out right away because I should already have everything. Let's see, we're looking for Gwen. Is it you? Yes, can I help you? Hello. We're here with the Racer Guild, and we have a delivery. Handed over tender poultry. Oh man, I hope that some of these jobs, like maybe this one, doesn't have like a thing you can do to get extra points. If so, I'll have to pack up and take care of that off camera. Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as racers is all about. Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. I really appreciate you saying that. But the little bit of Mira I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, I know. Please, let me do this for you too. Huh? Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the ones served here at the Anaros? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be giving out your recipes like that? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, it doesn't mean they'll get the same taste. Sounds like you got a lot of confidence in your cooking. Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. A recipe in the end is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavor turns out. Score. That was weird, the game just kind of like faded in and out. I think it's because I already have the recipe. We'll have to give this a try later on. Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way, but please read the recipe before you try it. How rude. What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever? Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know. I'll show you a fistful. Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoy what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe. My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while too. In fact, give me a moment here. I'm actually just going to peek off screen for a second to make sure there are no bonus points for this quest. Yeah, we're good. just making sure. Let's just say I have a premonition that that's not the case sometime in the future. Darn trills. Sometimes it just sneaks up and gets you with those bonus bracer points. Alright. How about... well, we did that. How about we go to Ravenou? Why not? It's a bit out of the way. And I imagine the game kind of intends for you to, meet the mayor first and do all that stuff. But, whatever. We'll just go do the side job. So now we're venturing west, I suppose. So we're getting really far away from where we started in Relent. And when we get over to the bridge that's on this road, I'll stop and take a look at the map. Here we go. North Ravenou Village. And here's the bridge I was talking about. So this way goes to the Krone Pass. And the Krone Pass is like a mountain range that eventually leads you to the coastline and into the Rouen region. But for now, let's head up over to Ravenou. Ravenou Trail. This is kind of like the Malga Trail. And with good reason, actually. Towards this direction, behind Ravenou, is also a mine, though I believe that one's not actually active. It's presumably also a septium mine, or at least it was, before it went dead. I guess they got all of it or something. I don't know. Alright, this is Ravenou Village. So it's kind of like places we've been, but it's smaller. And no Bracer Guild here. It's part of the Bose region. Some of the areas have outlying places like this, but Relent doesn't. Relent's too small. So this is Ravenou Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. Is pretty much the way your father recommended me go about my training. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time. Imagine that, walking around the entire kingdom. Alright, so they got an inn here. They also have a little general goods store. Don't think this guy's going to sell anything different. He sells ingredients. We also got some kids roaming around here. This is Vince. Since this is Louis we're talking about, he's probably mistaken. He's probably just looking at the stars too much if you ask me. I know what I saw and I told them so too. So, who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? Oh, Fren. Like your name, Fren. Looks like they grow apples here. Hi there. Did you come to see the orchards? It's not like they're going anywhere soon, so take your time to look around. I got chickens roaming around. Harass these chickens. Oh, not you, Melanie. It's almost lunchtime. I better finish up these few jobs here myself. I got a little island there in the middle. Let's see, I think you're the guy I'm looking for. Or you're not. No, you're just some old guy. This year's weather is good, and it looks like any kind of fruit will ripen up nicely. Let's see, this is the Elder's house. Here's our guy. Huh? Might you be the ones from the Bracer Guild? Did you see the request on the bulletin board? Yep, we sure did. This is wonderful. My name is Ryson, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. And as I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village. So, do you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area? No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it may be one which lies in wait for its prey. When the mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers. I see. So it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find then. And it looks like we'll have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding. After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we had believed that the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro standing at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can. No problem. That's what we're here for. We're bracers. Do. Can't get into this house. It's locked. What's up, Figaro? I'm sorry, but you can't go beyond this point. I shouldn't be telling you this, but there's been some rumors going around that there's a vicious monster out there on the trail behind the village. Yeah, and we already talked to the village elder about it. Really? So, does that mean you're with the Bracer Guild? Yep, that's right. Oh man, it's a good thing you're here. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. It would help out a lot if you could exterminate this monster before things get really busy around here. Anyway, be cautious out there. Later, Figaro. So, Revenue Trail Part 2. West Revenue Mine, 140 Selge. So, this place does have a map. I have no idea where the heck this thing is. In fact, I don't think there's a reason to go into, like, these little alcoves here. I'm guessing that's for items, mostly. There are probably some treasure chests in there, but who cares? Treasure chests aren't going to give me anything good. Besides the messages. Like, every chest I've opened so far, it's just for the message. I don't care what's inside. Like, what am I going to do with a basic tier bomb? But I'm guessing that if I continue along this path... Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably going to stop me no matter what. That was cool. It looks strong. I don't think it actually is.
Let's move out.
Rip. Yikes, that scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that. It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard too. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing that we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go. That was easy. I'm going the right way, right? Yeah. Let's tell him about what happened. So much for your threatening monster. It looked cool, though. I think it actually is pretty tough at new game levels. Throws you a bit of a curveball. Oh, it's you guys. I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, didn't it? Yep, and we took care of it too. Are you serious? Yep, consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end. Thank Adios. This is wonderful news. It would have been a real mess if we had monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. We'll do that, thanks. Now, I think that wraps up the quest, but it wouldn't hurt to check in with Ryson. Oh, it's you young bracers again, is it? I've heard the news. You exterminated that monster on the trail behind the village, did you? Yes, we did it somehow, I guess. It was pretty tough at the end. Now it looks like we'll be able to plant our saplings this year without any more worries. I'm really grateful to you all. We may not have much to offer, but please, know you're always welcome here. We appreciate that, sir. Alright, let me create a save file here. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go check on something. Alright. I satiated my curiosity, don't worry about that. Well, let's go back to Bose. We helped the people of Revenue, took care of their monster. We still have to, of course, get on the main quest and go meet with the mayor. But I'm going to try a little something. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face in terms of whether or not you can do it this early, because I don't really know. But I think there is a hidden quest that is accessible right now. And it'll involve us going somewhere south of Bose. And that place would be, let's look at the map, the Ambrel Tower. Remember that there are other towers, like the Ismail's Tower across Liberl. And you can get to one of them, the Ambrel Tower, from the road south. So I'd like to go check that out. We'll see how similar and or different it is from the Ismail's Tower. And maybe we'll find something cool there. The towers are always worth exploring. You never know what might pop up. Plus, they're good training grounds if you're playing a new game. You'll fight plenty of monsters climbing to the top, get some levels, find some good equipment, of course. There'll definitely be plenty of treasure chests for you to plunder. See what's going on. So just in case this turns out to be a waste of time, I'll save here. And if suddenly I cut right now, then you'll know that it was a big waste of time. Alright, good thing I made that save file, because that was a waste of time. I did it too early. Alright, let's go back to the guild. I'll turn in the requests we've done. The 3 that we picked off the board, as well as the one that we got in Relent will also count towards this check-in. Good work. Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report. Thanks, Slugrin. So let's head into, here we go. This is the mayor's residence. Wow, now isn't that a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. It looks like this is the mayor's place, alright. Now I just wonder if she's home. Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild, and we've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I'm sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return any moment now. Well, we're kinda in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call on her at the chapel? Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you. Don't worry, it would probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore? Feathers? Gemstones from every... what? How colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace. Huh? Never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Ah yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor is being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people. Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. We were just there, though. Do you remember seeing a young woman accompanied by a maid? Well, if it isn't a maid. Oh, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. And you are? Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested. Oh, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I'm her maid, Lila. I see to the mayor's daily needs. Being served hand and foot, huh? The world we live in are completely different. So where is the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray? She's playing hooky from her religious duties. Huh? I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her, too. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. There is no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know you're here. I don't know how I feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead? come with me to meet the mayor, well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose Market then. Alright, to the market. Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in a crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought. The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves, trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose. But ma'am, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the Bose Market in general. I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once. Alright, we'll do as you say. Now, I don't doubt your passion for the Bose Market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Phew. Madam. Lila, so you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but... So does that mean you're... Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybell. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bose region. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really going to have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good too. I tell you what though, I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman, but I never imagined you would be this young. Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose Market and the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting a high hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask that you do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to this incident. I'm of the opinion that bracers should bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I, for one, would be honored. But don't you think you're overrating us just a bit? Just call it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business had been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration too. I see. So this is an economic appeal, right? Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in this matter? Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the Army who's running the show? Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has a dislike for bracers from the beginning. So you know who General Morgan is, Mayor Maybell? He was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with one another. So, I may just be able to do something for you. Meaning... Lila. Yes, madam. Lila produced a sheet of letter paper and a fountain pen from her pocket and handed them to Mayor Maybell. I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the army. I see. But I wonder if that bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all. I think it would be a pretty safe bet, as long as you hide your identities. You would probably be best served by saying that you are messengers for the mayor. I don't know if I like the sound of that. It feels like we're lying or something. It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything. Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? There's a fort called the Hawken Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You should be able to find the general there. Alright everyone, I'm counting on you. You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know. I'll be looking forward to some good news. Goodbye, and everyone have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Alright, let's get going, shall we? The Hawken Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road, to the north of the East Bose Highway. In short, we need to head out to the East Gate, and then turn north thereafter, right? Alrighty then, Hawken Gate, here we come. But first, we check the board. Nope, nothing new there. Alright, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna see if maybe now's the timing for that hidden quest. It is not. To Hawken Gate we go. Let us go, my kittens. I mean, what? Don't worry about that. We're about to have some fun. So, is this it? Yeah, this is it. There are technically two north paths on this road. One that goes to Hawken Gate, and the other that goes to the Nebel Valley. But right now, we're only concerned with Hawken Gate. Hold it right there. The Hawken Gate is currently not permitted civilian passage through the checkpoint. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed past this point. Sorry to make you waste your breath, but we are authorized to be here. Estelle produced Mayor Maybell's letter with a flourish. This is Mayor Maybell's. The mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know, Mayor Maybell is the one in charge over the entire region. You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, we got it already. Alright then, let us through. Take that, Royal Army. You can already tell that this Eisen Road is already kind of military-esque. They have random structures built along the highway like that. Like, why is that there? Why is there a big chain link fence? It's a big monster. It's just a normal monster, though. But at the north of this is Hawken Gate, which, as that man said, sits on the border with the country to the north, the mighty Erebonian Empire. Erebonian border, Hawken Gate. This is Hawken Gate? It's freaking huge! Of course it is, and acts as the sole entrance to the Empire, and is the rampart that protects Liberl from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction, bigger equals better. Which means that beyond this point is no longer Liberl. Yeah, it's the territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The Erebonian Empire. Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There's some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there. Okay, let's go. Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chest. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh, I forgot all about that. So Joshua reluctantly removed their bracer emblems. Somehow I feel all weird doing this. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, that's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer. Let me create a save file here. Hawken Gate. I talked to this guy. Welcome to the Hawken Gate. Hey, wait a minute. Did you come here by way of the Eisen Road? He's like, I won't question you further, though. Hello, Carlos. I'm thinking about visiting the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here to fill out the necessary paperwork for leaving the country, though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me, since I just live my life on a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. Talk. Good day and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we've got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed. But after talking to him, I found him to be a little odd. I'm a merchant from the Erebonian Empire, and I'm on my way to Bose. Okay, Marco, you do that. What a surprise! This is my first time eating Liberl's cooking, but it was rather delectable. I'm glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Liberl cooking as well. You enjoy the strip of yours, alright? That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I am truly in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. But before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Rare typo. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is? He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Oh, look at that Erebonian gentleman. Handsome boy, him. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand from Mayor Baybell from Bose. Do you think you can get us in to see General Morgan? Joshua explained what the mayor requested without disclosing his identity. Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense to me. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Is there a way to... No, there's not. I'm thinking of a different gate where you can like kind of see over the wall and what's over there. But we don't want to look what's over there. It's too scary. Erebonian soil. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberl, but may I ask if you are traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberl Kingdom? I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in Liberl, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, you're bracers, no? How'd you know? We'd removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out in a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler? Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. What? You're a bold one, aren't you? Wait a minute. Are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance. supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Huh. Hey, you three. Oh, it's the soldier from earlier. The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay then, let's be off, shall we? What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural, scarily so. Huh, you noticed. Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please, don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoo! Shoo! Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large, too. Now let's hurry and meet with the general. No, come back. Actually, with the airliner stopped, I had to travel here on foot. Now how long do they expect to keep a merchant from the Empire such as myself waiting? I've even finished reading the book I've bought to pass the time. Holding on to it is just going to add to my load, so I'll gladly give it to you free of charge. Here. Carnelia Chapter 3. Yo, if you go and talk to General Morgan immediately after that cutscene, you missed that book. That's how tiny the time window is. It begins. So, have you changed your mind about taking me with you? In your dreams. Such a cold-hearted creature for being one so young. Oh, Estelle. Be nice. Be nice to the good boy. I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with another traveler? No, nothing like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the general's room. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maybell? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I've been tasked with guarding the Hawken Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybell. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential. But considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet! Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Linde disappeared on its way to Roulette after taking off from Beau's landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is, the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters, or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Rolent goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst-case scenario like that. So if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also consider the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. War. But thanks to the small mercies of Adios, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and Orbalship Company, claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family. The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them? Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Rolent. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle. Oops. You had a run-in with them in Rolent? I had heard that some of their gang had shown up in Rolent region, but... I think he's onto us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians. But I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, eh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs. You're no different. Hiding your identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pulled underhanded actions like that bracers can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense. Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull. Hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Rolent to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Shara's really pissed, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seem to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. You've got nothing to show for it. No hostages, or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know, who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So you're looking for a fight, are you? How sad it is to see such discord. Look at him pop into existence over there. Strife brings nothing to be born, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet wistful tune, to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. A passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Cut me some slack. If I knew how to sing, I wouldn't be doing this, would I? Haha, it looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. That's right, General. I should get back to my duties, and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. We'll get him all completely glitched out on the left side. Again, that would not happen if not for the aspect ratio forced into 16:9. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? And he's back. No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Where are you going? Wait for me. Please wait for me. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Lindheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I'm an Erebonian touring your fair Liberl. I'm Estelle and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle, he did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Sherazard. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Huh, you've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now just a minute, how come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true. You are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Liberl, after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind. Shara, now just a second. It's the least we can do, and he's headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of Abracer's many duties. Oh, alright. I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let us be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. And as you can see, he has his own status menu. It's almost like he can join you in combat or something. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh, I love this man. This is Olivier, the one and only. And I don't know what's good for him at the moment, so just slap on anything. There you go, buddy. Also, let's get a look at his Orbment, because of course, why wouldn't he have an Orbment? And it's the best kind of Orbment in the game. It's one big line. That means he can do some pretty good arts. Let's get a move on. I guess I should take off the cloak cords and actually fight with him. Why not? Orbment, Estelle, take off cloak. There you go. Let's go fight a monster. Oh, this bird wants a bit of me. Oh, I think that's going to be, yeah, surprise attack. Whoops. I kind of hesitated for a second there. We also haven't gotten a good look at the way Shara fights. Well, we got a little bit of a look, right? She uses a whip. And Ollie here uses an orbital gun. Let me find another monster. I want Ollie to win the battle for us. Here we go. Oh, it saw me at the last second. Oh, this one has a bunch of buddies with him. Perfect. Let's take care of the little guys. Alright, now the big bird. Is this gonna kill? No. Good. This worked out perfectly. You go, Ollie.
Enjoy the show.
That's Troy Baker's voice, believe it or not. Ah, what a beautiful man. Put that cloak quartz back on. Now, unfortunately, I would go through the trouble of saying that I'm going to build up his Orbment, but actually, just as they said, we're not going to get to play with him for too much. We're just guiding him to Bose for now. But maybe later we'll get to hang out with Mr. Lindheim some more. I love him so much. He is, from experience, I know he's the character I like doing lines for the most. He's just so much fun. Alright, back on the East Bose Highway. So let's see. When we get over to Bose, we have some things to do. Well, there are probably going to be new jobs on the board, and I think after this little part is when our hidden quest will finally show up. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I had imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? You seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberl? Huh, I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberl News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we really live in a convenient age. So, do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Anteros, authentic Liberl cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go with a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mira with that crap? Huh, I've starred as the main opera singer at the great theater in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1,000,000 mira in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. Like a kid in a candy store. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Legren. And it would be best to let Mayor Maybell know after that too. So first we visit the guild, and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Alright, but for now we're gonna stop. When we pick up next time, we'll report into the guild, we'll see Mayor Maybell, and see what new jobs lay in wait for us. See you guys in the next one.